Hi everyone, I'm Priyanshi Garg, and this is my 15-112 Fundamentals of Programming and Computer Science term project. This is an election simulator that demonstrates different types of voting systems and how they work. So let's get started. Here we can choose from 4 different types of voting systems. Let's go for plurality one round first. I can input the number of voters. Let's go 455, and the number of candidates, which I'll put as 4. So the idea is that each coordinate on this two-dimensional board represents a political opinion, and each person or each voter in a particular voter cluster votes in exactly the same way. So here we can click on Simulate Election. And in plurality one-round voting, just the candidate with the maximum votes wins, and each voter cluster votes for the candidate which is nearest to them. Here we can see that the green candidate wins with 173 votes. Now, since we can't predict people's voting patterns from their political opinions all the time accurately, we can click on Simulate Multiple Trials to add a little bit of randomness. We have to input a margin of error, which I'll input as 20, and number of trials, which I'll input as 78. We have to click for the graph here. And we can see a graph has been generated. On the y-axis, there is the number of votes received by a candidate, and on the x-axis is the particular trial number. So the initial data that we generated is being changed or fluctuated by the margin of error that we had given as an input. Let's check out another voting system now. Let's go for ranked pair. I'll put 6 candidates. Here we can see that the board has been generated again. Let's simulate election. So in this ranked pair voting system, each voter cluster has to rank all of the 6 candidates. To find the winner, we need to construct a directed graph. Here we can see that the directed graph is constructed, and the winner will be the source of the directed graph, which is magenta in this case. Now let's look at approval voting. We'll input 344 voters, and let's go for 3 candidates. Simulate election. And here, basically, a voter cluster can approve of multiple candidates, like this voter cluster here has approved for the green candidate as well as the cyan candidate. And the candidate with the most number of approvals wins. So here the green candidate has won. Here also we can add some randomness by clicking on multiple trials. And here also the graph is generated. Now for the last system, which is plurality two round. The first round works exactly as the plurality one round, but the difference is there is a second round between the top 2 candidates of the first round. And here we can see that the pink candidate wins. Thanks. That's the end of my project.